Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to Vickie's Country Home. Today's a little bit different video. I've been hearing so much about the Instant Pots, and even though we're off-grid, I did consider maybe getting one of those. I liked the fact that they kind of did all kinds of things, but as much good as I heard about them, I also heard some bad things, that some actually burned up and some other stuff. So I just decided that wasn't worth it for me. And the big part is because it's an appliance that will use power. I already have crock pot. I make rice in my stovetop. I didn't need all of those features. But the more I thought about it, the more I thought I would love to have a pressure cooker. Now I've got pressure canners. I've got 3 of them. They're large and they're not something I'm going to cook in, especially because they're all aluminum. So I went searching for my options, and what I decided on is to get an 8-quart stainless steel pressure cooker. Because that way, if I want to pressure cook something, this should be plenty large for us. And it's stainless steel, so I don't have to worry about the aluminum leaching into my food, and that's a huge concern. Pressure canning is different because it's not actually touching the food. The food is in the jars. But for pressure cooking, that's a whole nother story. So the aluminum was out. I got the pressure cooker in stainless steel. So I just got it, and what I ordered was a T-Fal. And yeah, it's probably made in China, but so is so much of what you buy. So good luck finding things that you can afford that aren't made in China, if you can find them at all. So I just got it, and I wanted to show you how it came and kind of talk you through what I'm going to do. Okay, it came in this box from Amazon, just a plain cardboard box. It's not even an Amazon box. It is nice and heavy, but I was very surprised because I was expecting it to be in a labeled box, and it really isn't. So when you open it up, this is what's inside. There's cardboard filler, and then you have the pressure cooker in a plastic bag. Let me aim this so you can see. So this is how it came. It's just inside of a plastic bag. And it looks good. I mean, it's packaged well enough because nothing happened to it in the process. But this is what I decided on, and there were probably other options, but this one is going to work for us. So to open it up, you press this gray knob back toward the end of the handle and push it counterclockwise, and there's the lid, and it's got a gasket, and we'll see how long those last, but I will be ordering an extra because I don't like not having a backup. Then you have a lot of foam packing, and inside of that there is a steamer basket with a handle. So it feels like it's well made. It feels heavy enough, not super heavy, but I would say heavier than most of my stainless steel cookware. So now what I'm going to do, and I've already looked at the directions just so I would be prepared. The first time you use this, you need to do it just with water. So I'm going to do that and see how this works. Okay, I'm following the instructions for first time use, and I've filled to 2/3 level, and there's a little mark on the side, and you fill it to that level for the first time. And then there's this little wire doohickey gadget thing, and we're going to put that down in the bottom. And then we're going to put the steamer basket on top of that, and that's going to support the steamer basket. Okay, so we have that all in there. And we're going to put the lid on, and you line up the arrows. And there's the arrow, and there's the arrow. So we're going to close it up, and it locks in place. Well, it should lock in place. There. So now the lid is locked, and we're going to turn it to number 2 on the dial. I don't know if you can quite see it. So I've got it set to number 2. I've got this locked so the handle will not come open. And now I'm going to turn it on the heat. And we want to turn it up pretty high. It says to maximum heat. I don't think I want to do that on my range, but this is what we're going to do. So we're going to get to the point where steam escapes from the valve, and then we're going to turn the heat down and set timer for 20 minutes. So let me get this going, and I'll bring you back a little bit later. Alright, so I let it get to the point where there was steam coming out of here, and then I put the timer on for 20 minutes. And once that 20 minutes was up, I turned it off. And this was tricky. You have to change this from the setting 2 down to the little steam escape, and boy does it let out steam, so be sure you keep your hand out of the way. I'm not sure I'm real happy with that. I'll have to see how I like it. And then we're going to push this back and open this carefully. It should be totally out of pressure, or I wouldn't be able to turn it. And like any canner or pressure cooker, you need to open it away from you and let the steam escape. So this is the first thing you do. Now it's ready for use. So I'm going to make a quick recipe in it. Okay, so I decided I'm going to make some rice pudding for Shayna. So I've got my pot rinsed off, and I am going to start out. Now I'm going to use the directions from a T-Fal pressure cooker recipe, but I'm going to follow the ingredients for another recipe that I found online, and that was at confessionsofadietitian.com. So that makes it healthy, right? Probably not, but okay, so I'm going to turn the heat on to about medium, and it called for 1.5 cups of water and 4 cups of milk. So I'm going to put those in. And again, I'm using that Nido whole instant milk. So I really like that stuff. Alright, so we're going to put this on a medium. I'm going to do medium high on my range. It says high heat. Depends on your stove. So I'm going to bring that up to a boil. And once it starts to get close, you're going to want to stir this because you don't want it to scorch. So you want to make sure you're scraping the bottom with your spatula or wooden spoon, whatever you choose to use. Alright, it's just coming to a boil. I'm going to add 3/4 cup I'm using long grain rice. It says to use pudding rice. I've never seen that before, but I've seen recipes where you can use any of them. I'm going to add a 1/4 teaspoon of salt and 1/2 cup of sugar. And I'm just going to combine that well. Okay, I'm bringing this back to a boil. Once we get a nice rolling boil, I'm going to lower the temperature because it's still on high. We want to keep it at a rolling boil, but not so that it's going to foam up. So maybe a little lower. Okay. Now we're going to put the lid on. And it's on the little vent button, so you close it up, lock it, and now I'm going to put it on number 2. And we're not going to lower the heat. We're going to leave it where we just put it. And we're going to get it to the point where it starts steaming. Once it starts steaming, we're going to reduce the heat, and then we're going to pressure cook it for 12 minutes. So I will bring you back when it reaches that point. Alright, I let this come up to pressure, then I turn the heat all the way down and set a timer for 12 minutes. So that's finished. And I'm turning off the heat, and I'm actually going to remove this from the heat because we aren't going to release the pressure for this. We're going to let it come to pressure by itself. So I'm just going to let it sit there until it's totally lost all the pressure, and then I'll bring you back to show you how to finish it. Alright, it has totally come down from its pressure. It was very easy to turn the little orange knob to make sure that all the pressure had been released, and the lid turns easily, which is an indication that it's totally released. So, not pretty right now, that's what it looks like. But we haven't stirred it yet, so I'm going to stir it up. And I'm going to put it in this bowl. Let me get some oven mitts on. Just to make sure I don't burn myself. And that looks like rice pudding to me. Sorry if I'm in the way. I just don't want to burn myself with this hot pan. So now, all that's left is we're going to add, I'm going to put a teaspoon of vanilla. Stir that in. Now, we're going to taste this. Okay, so I have my rice pudding expert here, Shayna. It's hot.
Okay. It smells good. That's really good.
You heard it. It's really good. My battery's dying. Thank you for coming back to Vickie's Country Home. Thank you for watching. If you like it, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, share, and we'll talk again soon.